I'm Meg, or Kavalya Shanti, and today I'm going to lead you through the Kriya for balancing the Vayus. We have 5 Vayus in our body, and they're the subdivisions of our prana, our life force. And each of these different Vayus resides in like different areas and helps with the energetic nourishment of different systems in the body. So we have our prana Vayu, so prana with a lowercase p, which initiates at the navel point and goes up on the inhale. We have our apaana Vayu, which again initiates at the navel point. It goes down on the exhale. We have our samaana Vayu, which is around the solar plexus. It's this horizontal energy that's like circling. And it goes inward on the exhale and outward on the inhale. We have our vayaana Vayu, which pervades the whole body, and it's kind of like a subtle connective tissue. And so the vayaana goes in towards the center of the body on the inhale, and it goes out towards the extremities on the exhale. Then lastly, our uppermost Vayu is our udaana Vayu, and it initiates at the throat and the larynx, and it goes up and around the head in like a spiraling motion. So those are our 5 Vayus, and we're going to balance them today by activating our energy channels. So there's 3 main ones. There's the Ida, which we activate with the left nostril, the Pingala, the right nostril, and they both meet at the pelvic floor, the Sushmana channel, which is the central channel, which goes up along the spine, right? So by activating those, they will balance all of our Vayus. So let's begin. Go ahead and rub your hands together. Starting to turn your attention inward. Taking some deep breaths. And then pressing your hands together. Thumb against the sternum. Sternum against the thumb. Elbows out. Chest lifted. Chin neutral. Take a deep inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale. Keep that length. Deep inhale, bring your attention inward. Exhale, become aware of your energy. And we'll inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Inhale deep. Suspend the breath. And exhale, release, hands on the knees. You can keep your eyes closed. Taking a few breaths. So our first exercise we're going to move into, the arms are straight with the hands staying on the knees, and we're going to make these small circular motions. So the arms are staying straight and the shoulders aren't really moving that much farther beyond the hips. So we're really just doing these tight little circles and begin. So you can close your eyes or look off the tip of the nose. Maybe bring your attention to your third eye, which is between the eyebrows, up and in. So keeping a strong, steady breath, you're just making these continuous tight little circles with the arms straight. Just thinking of your torso like a cylinder. Take a deep inhale, come back to center. Suspend the breath. Squeeze. And exhale. And just be still. Our next pose, or our next exercise, it's going to stay in easy pose. And if easy pose isn't comfortable for you to sit in, you can always just extend your legs. You just want your back straight, right? Or you can sit, with something supporting under your hips. You have a lot of options, and it's nice when you're at your house because you can just grab cushions. So what we're going to do is keep the hands, I kind of have mine just like a bit inside or forward from my knees, just so I can bring my forehead down. But we're going to inhale up, exhale, bring the forehead to the left knee, inhale up, exhale, forehead to left knee, or right knee, sorry, inhale up, exhale to left knee, inhale up, exhale to right knee. And we're going to continue just like that. So take a deep inhale, and exhale, forehead to left knee, inhale up, forehead to right knee. At your own rhythm, just keep a strong, steady breath. You can have your eyes closed, focus on the third eye. If that makes you dizzy, you can always have your eyes slightly open, focused on the knee. We're going to inhale up, exhale down, bringing the forehead to the knee at the end of each exhale. And inhale up, suspend the breath, squeeze your bathroom muscles, belly button up and in, slight neck lock, chin tucked and back. And exhale. And find your stillness. Just observe your energy. Next exercise, we'll stay in the same position. And we're going to bring our right hand over our left at our chest. And again, you can have your eyes closed, looking at the third eye or at the tip of the nose. And we're going to twist to the left and to the right. So I like to use my breath. Inhale, left, exhale, right. The breath isn't specified in this exercise, so you can do whatever, feels right to you. But we're initiating the twist at the navel point, right? And so just a reminder, the navel point is the belly button and then about 2 inches below. So we'll twist to the left, twist to the right, and begin. And again, the twist is initiating at the navel point, and our shoulders are just like a fulcrum. So really, the movement comes from the center of the body. We're not pulling the body with the shoulders. Inhale to center, suspend the breath. And exhale, release the hands, just relax, be still, observe. The next exercise has the hands interlaced behind the neck. We'll stay here on the inhale. Exhale, forehead to the floor on the exhale. Inhale up on the, and then exhale down. So be careful. If your floor is really hard, or if you don't have like a hat on or anything, you might want to put a cushion or just a towel, because when you start getting into it, you might hit your forehead a bit harder than you intend to. So getting into our position, fingers interlaced behind the neck. We'll take a deep inhale all together, and then exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Just like that. Again, you can close your eyes, looking at the third eye. You can have your eyes slightly open, looking off the tip of the nose. Just stay with your rhythmic breath. So find your rhythm and stay with it. Next inhale, you'll come all the way up, suspend the breath. And exhale, release your hands down, be still. Observe and be. Okay, coming to our tabletop position for our next exercise. So we're going to be doing some cat-cows to start with, and so just for those of you that aren't familiar with cat-cows and Kundalini, they're quite fast. So they look like this. So we're going to start by doing about 15 seconds of the cat-cows like that. And then when I cue, we're going to switch so that we'll do our cat, and then on our cow, we're going to clap our hands. And then go back to the cat, and then cow clap the hands. Okay, so everyone's going to be at their own pace, which is fantastic. Just stay with your breath and find your rhythm. And so we'll begin with doing our fast cat-cows for just our 15 seconds. Again, for our fast cat-cows, remember to stay with the breath, moving as quickly as you can. And now we're going to switch to have the claps. You're going to exhale your cat, inhale, cat, clap, exhale, cat, inhale, cat, clap, just like that. Take a deep inhale. Suspend the breath. Exhale, relax, sitting on the heels. And be still. Okay, so our next pose is frog pose. So we're going to do 21 all together. I'm going to show you how to do it first, and then we'll get into it. So you're going to come up onto your toes, and basically you're going to have like the balls of your feet and your heels touching. So your hands are on the floor. I just come up onto my fingertips. Most people do, I feel like. And so your knees are like outside of your arms. So this is our inhale, looking up. And then the exhale, you straighten the legs, look to your knees, let your head hang, heels stay up. That's your exhale. Inhale, drop the hips down, look up. Exhale, hips come up, look to the knees. So that's our frog poses. We're going to do 21. So starting here, with our inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Ten. 21. Bring the heels down, let the head hang. Take a few breaths. And nice and slow and easy, you're gonna come up into standing. Okay, so next we're gonna move into our kangaroo hops. So the knees are bent, so the hips are back a little bit, elbows are bent, and then the hands are just kind of flopping, okay? And so we're just gonna jump. I'm gonna say it's, what is it? Yeah, 21 times. So you're looking like a little kangaroo, and we're just gonna hop. So here we go, 21 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 20, 21. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. And be still. Just observe the energy. You don't have to do anything. Let it bounce. Okay. So the next one we're gonna do, I might kind of go off the camera a little bit, because what we're gonna do is come into cobras and then roll to one side, come back to a cobra, roll to the other side. So I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna hopefully stay within the field, so I'm gonna move over to the side a little bit, so at least you'll be able to see kind of halfway back and forth. So what we're gonna do is be on our belly, hands underneath the shoulders. We're gonna inhale up to cobra, and then come down, roll all the way to our back, roll back in, up to cobra, come down, roll all the way, I'm gonna roll all the way on our backs again, and then come back into our cobra, okay? So really be careful of your back, just go as far as you can. It absolutely can be like super low cobra, all right? And as you roll to the side, try to have your arms down so you can roll all the way over and then all the way back, okay? So, you know, the purpose of this is not to be graceful, so don't really worry about that. So we're just gonna do it for a minute. Come onto your belly, and let's begin. Inhale into your cobra, and then you're gonna roll all the way to the one side, come back to the center, cobra, all the way to the other. And then back, just like that. Inhale, center cobra, rolling to the right, rolling to the left. Staying with the breath, you just have 30 more seconds. Just try to be rhythmic. So inhale to cobra, roll to the side, come back to center, inhale to cobra, roll to the other side, come back to center, inhale, and so on and so forth. So just try to get into a rhythm, try to let go of kind of the oddness of how it feels, and just get into the energy, right? And then next time you come back to center, take an inhale, come into your cobra, exhale, lower down onto your belly, look to one side, arms at your side, and just relax. Take a few breaths here, feel your lower back rise up on the inhale, feel your lower back go down on the exhale, and just observe your energy, just noticing. Okay, so next, we're gonna stay on the belly. And we're gonna come into our bow pose. So if you can, grab your feet, just reach. Maybe you can take a belt, but just try, do the best you can, and just imagine that you have your ankles, right? So we're gonna come into our cobra, we're gonna come into our bow, and we're gonna start our breath of fire. So if you're not familiar with breath of fire, It's a sharp exhale, and then the inhale kind of happens on its own. So just to show you seated, so my belly's relaxed, and it's going to be, so it's like a pumping of the navel, and it's really the exhale that you pull the belly in. So if you've never done it before, a good way to start is just to stick out the tongue and then pant like a dog. And that's basically what it feels like. Once you've got that rhythm with the diaphragm, the belly, you're gonna bring your tongue back in your mouth and close your mouth, and you'll go like that. So if you've never done breath of fire and you try to do it in the bow and it's just too much, long deep breaths is fine. Okay, so let's get into our bow pose. So laying on your stomach, you're gonna grab your feet or your ankles or just stretch back. And we're really gonna focus our drishti, our attention, on the navel point touching the floor. So as you're ready, you're gonna inhale up into your bow pose, really using the thighs to pull the chest back, and then we'll start our breath of fire. Focusing on the navel, connecting to the earth. Take a deep inhale. And relax. Releasing your ankles or your feet, you can turn the other way to balance out. Arms at your sides. And just relax. Taking deep breaths. Observing your energy. Moving through your body. And always remember, at any point in the poses, if it starts to get too intense, you can always take a break, right? Just stay with the breath, maybe drop the posture, or drop the breath, stay with the posture. Just keep your attention on the breath, keep your attention on the exercise, and even if you're imagining that you're doing it, it's still perfect, okay? So some of these, are really challenging. So don't feel like you have to do 100% all the time. That's unrealistic for all of us, right? So just find your practice and be where you are. Do your best and you're perfect. Okay, so that's actually a good segue into the next one, because what we're gonna be doing is sitting on the mat between the feet with the hips on the ground, and we're gonna be laying all the way back. So this can be a lot to ask for in the knees, right? But what we want to think about is that the energy that we're working on is going through the central channel. So we want to make sure that our back is straight. So what you can always do is just put some pillows or something behind you so that you're laying on those. If there's no way your knees can bend this way, no big deal. Just extend your legs straight out. It's totally fine. But you want to find something where you can lay back, so that you can really keep the flow of energy through that channel, so there's no kink that'll block it, all right? And so what we're gonna do is lay back, make fists with your hands, and we're gonna just do a little bit of kind of pounding / tapping on different parts of the body. And so we're gonna start with the chest. So you're just gonna be pounding on the chest, and we'll just be here for 20 seconds. So go ahead and start pounding on the chest with your fists. And now you're gonna move and very gently pound on the belly. So nice and gently, again with your fists, gently pound. Oh, it says, well, not really pounding, it's gentle. So tapping. And then from here, we're gonna move down to the thighs. So for me, just because my torso is long, I'm just like at the very top of my legs, but do what you can. It's perfect. Whatever you can do is perfect. And from there, we're going to move to the navel. So remember, that's just slightly below the belly button. And then nice and gentle on each side of your neck, right? So nicely, gently tapping the sides of your neck with your fists. And take a deep inhale. And exhale, relax. So however you need to get out of it, to extend the legs. And then just laying on your back for a second, letting the legs extend. Find your stillness. Find your peace. And as you're ready, you're going to come back up into a seated position in your easy pose. Or again, you can always have your legs extended if it's hard for you to cross your legs. It's no big deal. Just keep your spine straight. Excuse me. So we're going to be in easy pose, hands on the knees, or your position, hands on the knees. And we're going to make counterclockwise circles, right? So unlike the first one where it was really tight, we're going to make really big, wide circles. We're like rotating our upper body. And so it's going to be counterclockwise. So you'll start forward and go to the left. We're all going to do it together because we're going to do it 51 times. So as you're ready, we're going to go to the left, going all the way around, big circle. You can have your eyes closed, focusing on the third eye. You can be looking at the tip of your nose. Just find a specific drishti, a gaze. And that's 25. This is squeezing our digestive area. So it's working with our Vayu associated with the digestive system, which is our samaana energy that basically resides between the navel and the heart. And I lost count, but I'm pretty sure we're close to 51, so let's just do one more and come to the center. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, let it go, be still. Fantastic. The next one, we're laying on our back. And we're going to lift our right, and so when I lift, I don't mean lift off the ground, I mean, I guess kind of move upward, our right shoulder and our right hip. And then we'll bring that down and bring our left shoulder, left hip towards the top of the mat. So we're basically just moving our hips and shoulders in like a diagonal movement. And we'll do that for 1 minute and begin. And finding your drishti, either at the third eye, tip of the nose, eyes 1/10 open. Whatever feels right. As I'm recording this, we just had our full moon. So the drishti associated with the moon is actually the chin. You can always try to gaze there. But wherever you are, just keep your eyes still, even if they're closed. Just moving the body, diagonal motion. Right hip, right shoulder go up together, left hip, left shoulder go up together. So it's like you're stretching the body apart at the corners. And take a deep inhale. Suspend the breath. Exhale, let it go. Okay, the next one, we stand our back and you can have your hands flat on the mat. If you have lower back issues, you might want to put your hands underneath your hips. What we're going to do is inhale, bring the legs up to 90 degrees. Exhale, bring them down. Heels touch the ground. And then inhale up. The legs stay together. So again, you can press your hands into the mat. You can put them behind your hips. It will just be a minute. But really be aware of your lower back. So do what you can. You never want to be in pain. And let's begin. Inhale up and exhale down with your breath. And so if you're newer to Kundalini, you might think like, oh, she said the breath wrong. I didn't. It's inhale up, exhale down. But a lot of times the Kundalini breath is kind of like the opposite of other types of yoga or just other types of exercises. But it's intentional. So just try it and you'll notice the difference. You're more than halfway done. Just keep up and you'll be kept up. If you need a break, take a break, stay with the breath, stay with your mental focus, jump back in when you're ready. Inhale, legs up overhead, suspend the breath, squeeze the bathroom muscles, belly button up and in, consolidate your energy, and exhale, release the legs. Be still. Okay, so our next exercise, you're going to keep your legs extended. Our hands are interlaced behind your head. We're going to inhale, come up to center. Exhale, forehead to the knees. Inhale up to center. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, forward to knees. Inhale up to center, exhale down. So again, this is not the easiest type of sit up to say the least. So do what you can. Take a break when you need to. I'm just setting the timer, sorry about that. And let's begin. Inhale up, exhale forward, inhale up, exhale back. So if you could keep the legs straight, keep the legs straight. If you need to bend the knees a little bit to get yourself up or use momentum, just do what you have to do. Just do your best. Your best is perfect. And take a deep inhale. Exhale, release. And we're going to move into our deep relaxation. So finding your comfortable position on the mat, whatever that means to you. And we'll be here for a few minutes. So just laying down, eyes closed, and just observe the energy. Relax your toes. Relax your hands. Relax your body. Relax your everything. Relax and go into a nap. Feel the Shakti energy moving in your spine. Feel your energy from your tailbone to the top of your head. Relax your toes. Relax your hands. Relax your arms. Relax your body. Relax your everything. Relax and go into a nap. Feel the Shakti energy moving in your spine. Feel that energy from your tailbone all the way to the top of the head. Just completely relax. Know your energy. Know yourself. And take a deep inhale. Feel your belly rise. Exhale, feel your belly fall. Start to wake up your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. You can take a deep inhale, reach your arms up overhead, give yourself a nice stretch. And then grab that left knee, bring it into the chest. And then bring it across the right side body, getting that twist. And then drop your left hip down, bend your right knee, squeeze it in towards your right shoulder. And bringing it across the left body, getting that twist on the other side. And coming back to center, you can squeeze your knees into your chest or rub your hands and your feet together. And then grabbing your shins, or the backs of your thighs, you're going to roll up and down that Sushmana channel 3 times. And then coming back in your easy pose, or your legs extended, whatever your comfortable position is. Rubbing the hands together. We're going to close our practice with 3 long samanas. So pressing the hands together, thumb against the sternum, sternum against the thumb, elbows out, chest lifted, shin neutral. Take a deep inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, feel the energy move. Exhale, feel the energy move. And we'll inhale to stop. Deep inhale. Nam. 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 May your pure light shine throughout the sea. May your true self radiate through time. Sama.